Welcome. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here on the 726 show. We've got a great audience with us today. And
the studio is full.
It is full.
It's wonderful.
Yeah, and you know what I like to do when we have a full studio?
What do you like to do, Dan?
I like to hear another round of applause. To
Let's do it.
Let people at home know that we don't have canned applause here.
Oh, man!
That was canned applause.
That was wrong.
Let's try that again. Can we everybody applaud for me, please? Vigorously.
That is for real.
That does something to you, doesn't it?
It does. Makes you all excited.
It does.
Okay. Good. Now I'm done.
You're finished?
I'm done with that excitement.
Well.
So what's going on with you?
A lot of things. I'm overwhelmed.
You are now the new Ozark Arts Council president, and you have said that you want to change your office into an oval office.
I'm trying my best. I'm getting some contractors in to see if they can make my office oval.
You're going to get a big head, aren't you?
No.
I'm going to have to keep putting you in your place up here every Wednesday, right?
Okay, you do that.
Oh, okay. No problem.
Let's move on to another subject.
Okay. Local licks, you want to talk about stuff?
Yes,
or what?
I guess this is, you know, people say that's your project. That's not my project. It's a collaborative effort.
But you are spearheading it.
No, it was actually spearhead. You know, sometimes ideas just come about.
Yes, they do.
Do they ever happen to you?
Occasionally.
Okay, well, that's kind of like this right here.
But
I've been talking to local bands in the area, groups, musical groups in the area, and we had just got finished with one of our OAC meetings and wanting to introduce more people and different entities into the lyric because you know the thing about the lyric, it's there and it's not active every day. And
there's probably a lot of people who have never set foot in that place.
And this is a perfect example of that.
Exactly.
There's groups that have probably played in the lyric before locally, but not in a grander scale as what I envision this to be. And this has came about by just talking to some of the local groups here, and we come up with this format where each Saturday in July, the 3 remaining Saturdays in July, 2 bands would get together and they would play a 2 or 3 hour show, and the admission fee would be low enough where it would hopefully fill the lyric. And for those people who have never been to any event that the OAC puts on, this would be a great opportunity to introduce what we do. And there's a lot of people that have never been in the Lyric Theater, and it's such an icon in the community. I love it, and a lot of people love it. But you know, we need to spread that love outside. Spread the love. But anyway, we started an event called Local Licks at the Lyric, and we've got 6 bands in the next 3 weeks. And some pretty good bands. There's one band that is really on a skyrocket of popularity. It's called Free Whiskey. They'll be here this Saturday along with Ground Rattlers, and the show will start about 7 o'clock, and we'll open the doors about 6 and welcome people to come in and take a look around at the Lyric, and we'll be there to talk about what the OAC does and what the Lyric does. And
Dan can even probably give you a little history about the Lyric if you're interested.
I know somebody that could give it.
Okay, well, there you go. If
Ken Bailey said he would love to do that anytime, a drop of a hat,
well,
he would come.
Well, there you go, and he's on our show today, so.
He's looking. Oh, he says no.
He didn't say that.
He did say that, but not any time. I'm sure that we'd have to.
But yeah, he's long-standing history with the Lyric. So.
There is some here. There is some history there.
Okay.
Yes, right. But the first one starts this Saturday, 7 o'clock, inside the Lyric, and we have, again, Ground Rattlers and Free Whiskey.
Are tickets available now?
Tickets are available if you'd like to pick those up at the OAC office. That's the office right next to the Lyric to the left, and they're open till noon every Monday through Friday.
Okay, and well, we'll talk about that later.
Yeah?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Nothing. What else?
And then I'll let people know that the week after that we have Spare Change Heroes and then Kickin' Country. And then the week after that, July 28th, is it's going to be metal.
That's a little metal,
That's
isn't
a little
it?
metal going on there. So we got Machinery of Oppression and then Insignia. So
6 local bands,
yeah.
All $5 every performance. So you can't beat that.
Actually, the week after that is the opening of The Wizard of Oz, and that will run for 2 weeks.
We're off to see the wizard. Yeah.
And how's that going for you?
It's going great. How about you? We are also involved in The Wizard of Oz, and we have the main characters from this production on our show today. So we look forward to. Even Toto came.
That'll be interesting.
It will be interesting. You want to talk about the show now since we kind of segued in there?
I've got my
Ken
thing out of the
Bailey
way.
is here. He will be our first guest to talk about House of Hope. We also have Paul Brashler to talk about the Crossroads Motorcycle Rally. And then we have Daniel C., Braylon Hunt, Scott Wilson, and Tim Martin, all part of the cast of Wizard of Oz. And Brittany Leal and Tasha Hurd are here with the cystic fibrosis fundraiser called Light Up Harrison. And rounding out the show, we have Larry Muncie, who has an array of wonderful produce to show us and talk about. We'll go to break.
Let's do.
We'll return. We'll have Ken Bailey. Stay with us.